Hello, hello, hello. Okay, is this one picking up? To me, this one looks like it's picking up. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I had to switch to my, obviously, I had to switch to my headset. I'm not sure what the deal is with the regular mic. Well, that's weird. At least this is working now. I guess I better quit fooling with my bra because I'm actually live, aren't I? I forget these things. I'm sitting alone in my room. God. Okay, good. I'm glad it's working. All right. Did you guys have a great week so far? I've had a good week, except for this little snafu right here where OBS took a dump. I know the women all know exactly what I'm talking about with the nobody likes wearing a bra. Anyway, I've had a very good week. Well, I mean, it's been a decent week. Nothing bad has happened this week. So, hello, Crystal. Hello, Andy. Hello, Heartbreaker. Hello, Shar. Hello, Jambo. Hello, Elvinado. Hello, hello, hello. It's nice to see you. Thanks for being patient with me. Every once in a while, I have to introduce some kind of major audio problem, or else it doesn't seem like a stream for me, does it? And I know that she's not in stream, but happy birthday to Totes. I feel like I can say that because she did put it on the Discord that it's her birthday, so I feel like I can say happy birthday to her. All right, let's switch over. Hopefully my sound will carry over to my new street to this other screen. I will see how it's working. I know, it's the heat wave's gone up here now too. Well then, happy birthday, Toads! Yeah, it's been very hot up here, but today it's like 60, I don't know, 65, and it's drizzly, which is perfect for me. So I'm happy with that. So y'all ready to watch Iron Bull do his thing? This is a heterosexual romance with Iron Bull because I like the female elven inquisitor that this person has used, and it's a pretty cohesive playthrough of the romance. So, anyway, you ready to ride that bull? I didn't want to say it because, I'll ride it, but saying it just felt, I don't know. Y'all ready to ride the bull? Okay, hopefully. Now keep your fingers crossed that the sound is fine.
Georges, stand down. Prim, how we do?
5 to 6 wounded, Chief.
It's doubled. The sound is doubled.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks. So, you're with the Inquisition, huh? Glad you could make it. Come on, have a seat.
I hear the echo.
Nicely done. I hear you're looking for work.
I am. Not before my drink, though. I assume you remember
Is that better?
my lieutenant.
Better, no echo? I don't hear an echo now.
Is it done, Chief?
Already? Have him check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you, Canary,
Okay,
right?
is that better?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador...
It is the same.
what's
It
her
is the
name?
same one.
Josephine.
Okay, whose sound is bad?
Go
The
through
game
her. We'll
sound
get the payments
or
set
my
up.
sound?
Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are. But you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard.
The game sound
I'm
is
your
quiet.
man.
Okay.
Whatever it is. Demons, dragons, the bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
They're a Kunari organization.
That's as loud as I can make
the
it.
equivalent of their guards in City Watch.
I'd go closer to spies. But yeah, that's them. Or, well, us. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
You're a Kunari spy and you just told me.
Okay,
Whatever
is that
happened
better?
at that conclave
Better
thing
sound
is bad.
to
Someone
voice
needs to
mixture?
get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
You still could have hidden what you are.
From something called the Inquisition. I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
Hi, Mickey.
What would you send home?
Okay,
in
let me
these
know
reports of
how
yours?
the sound is working for you
Enough
guys
to
now,
keep my
'cause
superiors happy.
my mixture is
Nothing
different
that'll
from your mixture,
compromise
so
your
I can't tell.
operations. The Canari want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
Now my
What's in
voice
these
is
Ben
low. Okay, I can
Hasrat
fix
reports
that.
you're
That's the
offering to
easiest part to
share?
fix.
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything.
Okay,
Alone
is
they're
that
not
better?
much, but if your spy master is worth it.
Ah,
just
please
put
tell
it
me
to
that's
use.
better. I'm gonna miss the whole
Gee.
story. Better?
I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
Redheads.
All right, you're in.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Prem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers
Relax.
just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up.
With axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tevinter, right? Try blood magic. We'll meet you back. They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was
Yeah.
a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
That's what I
He
thought,
didn't have
Jambo.
to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down.
Clearly,
Helps
it's the
direct
same
fire or
Inquisitor.
acid
She looks the
rain, so
same,
it
and she's
doesn't
got the
spray
same
right into your
proclivity to
face.
wearing
Canary learned the same thing when we trained
very
to
little
fight the
clothing
Vinter
in
mages.
snow.
Your Templar's doing good work.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
I'm impressed by Cullen.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
You've got no Inquisitor.
Then maybe we need one. I'd be willing.
You? Huh. Why you?
I would feel funny putting myself forward that way. Crystal.
I've got the mark on my hand. I've sealed Fade Rifts, and hopefully I'll seal the breach as well.
That means you have a skill. That doesn't necessarily mean you should be deciding alliances.
That's a super good point.
My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences.
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all
I don't
those
know if I were in
soldiers
this
go
situation
home
if I would instantly put myself forward as the
think?
leader.
It could happen. It won't, but it could. What's going on?
I'd like to know more about your work with the Ben Hasrath.
Ben Hasrath is actually a general term. You've got
Yeah,
the secret
exactly,
police
Crystal.
who
That's
investigate
exactly what my
problems
concern
inside
would
our
be.
territory.
I'll do it. Pick me.
You've got the re-educators who take people with problems and fix their minds. Or make
Usually,
them
I think the best
disappear.
leaders are the people
And
who
then
don't
you've
want to
got
be
the
leaders.
spies.
How do the re-educators work?
Well, I only know the basics. Wasn't my area. That said, keep a man awake long enough, ask the right questions, give the right potions, and you can get him to say anything. You don't need blood magic or demons to change someone's mind. We're a lot more fragile.
Every
than
time I
we'd
watch
like to
these, I get
believe.
more excited for Dreadwolf. And I have to temper
You
that
can
because
alter someone's beliefs
it's
that
good. I don't know
easily.
when it's coming.
One of my friends was a re-educator. He said that every memory is like the page of a book. When you examine a memory, you're turning to that page, and when you're there,
Everything is-
the page is laid bare. Write a few notes in the margins of the page, erase a word here and there, and your whole outlook changes. Always felt a little weird reading after that conversation.
That's a pretty good point,
The
actually.
re-educators sound horrible.
Yeah, they probably do. Here's the thing, though.
Yeah, very
What happens
surprising,
in
Shar.
Orlais when you commit a crime or betray a lord? They just lop your head off. At least the Qunari try to fix you.
None of those sound exactly like you.
Yeah,
Although I will say,
I
in
was a
Char's
special
defense,
case. They sent me to
defense maybe,
Saharan because
taking
they needed
charge
someone who
when
could fight
clearly a
and
leader's
hunt down
needed and
problems.
nobody is
That whole
doing
island
anything
was a
is
stack
one
of
thing,
cats.
but like
Incursions
putting
from
yourself
Tevinter,
forward, saying,
Talvashar,
pick me,
and
pick
native
me, I'm the
rebels
best
fighting
leader,
both
that I think
sides.
that's a little bit weird.
And in the middle, me, trying to wrangle the rebels and restore order.
I can't imagine that was easy.
Nope. I hunted down a lot of rebels. Lost a lot of friends to the Vince, or the Fog Warriors, or the Talvashar. One day I woke up and couldn't think of a damn
fucking
reason to keep doing
Talvashar.
my job. Turned myself into the re-educators.
Not many people would have the courage to do that.
I thought about letting some rebel kill me, but I couldn't give any of those bastards the satisfaction. The Ben Hasrath ordered me to go to Orlais.
I like how
ostensibly as a
everybody's got
Talvashar,
Char's number on
work
here.
undercover. That's how I ended up here.
I'm glad you're here, Boo.
Me too.
If you ever need to talk more about all this, let me know.
Christy, I never found Bull
it was a
attractive,
long
that's just
time
personal
ago.
thoughts.
Thanks,
It's
though.
everybody's different.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I agree, Crystal. It's not the same thing. When
I'd like
when
to know
it's
more
something
about the
somebody
Canary.
needs to be the organizer
Read
and
a
leader,
book.
and nobody's stepping forward, that's different.
It's your culture, and I'd like to know you better.
You could just ask.
I am.
I am
All right.
asking.
What do you want to know?
How do the Qunari rule themselves?
The thing about
Pretty
Iron
simple.
Bull is you have
We've
to
got the
almost really
matriarchy,
work,
the priesthood, and the
really have to
military.
really work
The
at
priesthood
flirting
figures
with
out how
him.
Qunari should live in theory. The matriarchy
He doesn't
makes it work in
seem
practice.
super open to
And the
flirting with you
military
initially.
keeps the Qunari safe from outside threats.
Does it actually work like that? Is there much infighting?
Not like you're thinking of. People disagree, yeah, but the priests are there to solve disagreements. Here in Olay, politicking comes from people putting their own gain ahead of the gains of society. If you do that among the Qunari, the Ben Hasrath set you straight, or kill you.
I've heard there's no marriage among the Qunari.
Sorry, I know that
Yeah,
sometimes the
that's
sound
true.
on this mic gets a little
Qunari
bit
love our friends
hard
like
on the
anyone
P's and
does, but
S's.
we don't have sex with them.
Qunari don't have sex.
Oh, we definitely have sex. They're Tamasrans who pop your cork whenever you need it.
Seriously?
Yes. It's not a big deal like it is here. It's like,
Yep, you're probably right, Christy.
I don't know, going to see a healer. Sometimes it's this long, involved thing.
I
it
don't
takes all
personally find
day,
Bull the most
leaves
attractive
you
of the
walking
characters either,
funny.
except I like that he's
Other
big.
times you're in and out in 5 minutes. Thank you. See you next week.
It's such a pragmatic approach to
So
sex.
you've never really made love? Connected with someone in both body and soul?
I don't know. One time they used this thing called the Sato Nerapan. It's a leather-wrapped rod on a harness. That wasn't really my soul, though. Also, there were more than two people.
Yes,
How
that's a
is
good point,
everyday
Crystal.
life different for Qunari?
Depends on your job, I guess. Some are just about the same. A baker in Valroyo gets up, gets dressed, and starts work. A baker in Parvolan does the same thing. They don't care about the empire or the
That's
queue.
true.
Mostly they worry about breaking eggs and hope the dough rises right.
It can't be exactly the same. The Qunari have no personal freedoms.
How many personal freedoms
Well, I have
do you
trouble
think
typing
that
every day,
baker in
Crystal. You guys have
Valroyo
all seen every
has?
single solitary
Life
update I
isn't
put
about
it
freedom.
has to be
The
edited.
baker in
Because I type it
Parvolan
too
wonders if
fast
she'll
and
be
I don't
given enough
proofread.
eggs to do her work. Will they come on time? Will the kitchen workers get her bread while it's fresh, or will they come late and blame her because it's stale? Same crap in Valroyo.
People are
People are
just people. Ain't that the truth?
What's it like growing up under the Qun?
The Tamasrans raise us in these units of kids all our own age. They're like teachers or chantry sisters.
I think that their
They also
setup
help
is
figure
very
out what
interesting.
jobs
I
we
would
should
not
do.
want to grow up in
They
a
had
setup
me
like
pegged
that,
for
but I think it's very
military work
interesting.
early on. When they learned I could hit stuff and lie, they started training me for the Ben Hasra.
That must have been a good day for you.
Yes, it's like being a block of stone with a sculptor working on you. One day, the last of the crap gets
It's like the
knocked
goal.
off,
The
and you
goal
can see
is
your
no
real shape,
individualism at all.
what you're supposed to be. That's a
Bull's
good
usually
day.
too nosy, sleeping with the chantry sisters
Do
and
you
kitchen
ever
servants.
think
Part of the
about
reason
what would
I'm
happen
fully
if the
okay having
Qunari
Dorian
conquered
with the
Olay
Inquisitor
or
instead.
Farad'n?
Some folks like
He
the
is very-
family
it's
color
true,
would
Andy,
be
that's a
fun
good
if
point.
They didn't die fighting. Those two love rules.
I think
The
there is some
mages.
interesting, but the
Can you
downsides of
imagine
Qunari
Solus
life,
trying his fade
to
drain
me,
under
are
the
just
queue?
way too great.
Or Vivian doing her political bullshit? Both Sarah and Varric would mouth off until they ended up re-educated.
He's
Drugged
usually too
until their
nosy.
minds
He's too
broke.
busy.
So, to answer your question, no, I don't think about it much at all.
The word Qunari, is that the race or the religion?
Both. Kind of. The humans and elves who follow the Qun are the Vidathari. The Qunari who break away from the Qun are Talvasha, deserters.
What about Qunari who existed before the Qun?
Yeah, the
people
cult
we
part.
came
That is
from.
kind of a
They're
downside.
called the Kossith, but we don't use that word for the race. We came south to Thedas because the Kossith were... I don't know. We had to leave. The stories aren't clear. But I don't expect they look much like us. Whatever they are.
See you later, Bull.
See ya. Can I help you?
I kind of regard Bull and Dorian together a
So,
little bit the way I
how did you
regard
get the name Iron Bull?
Garrus and
I
Tally.
picked it.
I just think
We don't have names under the Q. Just
it's a very
I
cute
don't know.
ending.
Job descriptions, I guess.
And I like the epilogue
When I
stuff that
came
you
to
get with
Olay,
Dorian
I
and
chose
Bull,
the Iron Bull
if
for
you leave them
myself.
to each other.
But why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things.
And it's the
Also,
Iron
it's
Bull.
The Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
See you later, Bull.
See ya. Demons. It had to be demons. Getting
See, I
into
don't
your
know that,
head,
Andy, because I've never romanced
messing
Dorian.
around.
I'm going to watch that romance, though.
If you're nervous about demons, I can protect you.
My blade pretty much protects me.
Bull
Perhaps I
changes
can
if
do
he's in a
things your blade
relationship,
can't.
regardless of whether it's with Dorian or the Inquisitor.
It has blood grooves. Well, technically, it's the Fuller, but blood grooves sound so much more violent. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
I think Bull and
Inquisitor,
Shar
huh?
would get along.
Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
I got
What
something
did
to
you want me
show
to come
you.
see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Does he seem happier?
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see.
You'll
Come on.
see.
It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner.
He just
I'm
said
from
he likes
Jada.
to be known
Well,
by the Iron
near
Bull, and then he introduces
Mira.
himself as Iron Bull.
I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Huh.
So,
Ah.
you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori, or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see
I
something like
kind of
that
wonder
and
how they'll
not
do
believe.
romance, since I'm not sure Bull will be in the next game. It's already been
Well,
determined that Bull will
Grim and I
not
should
show up
find out
again.
hence.
Has it?
Thanks for the drink.
I wonder if they'll give you an epilogue of what he's doing. Because Dorian definitely will.
I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option. But a few faces might help.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
Do they? Is that
But
true
those
in
two
real life?
soldiers might think you're an asshole.
So,
It was good to get their perspective.
yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner.
Oh,
And vets
yeah,
like
yeah,
Mira
yeah,
have seen
Crystal,
enough
you're
to be
right.
wary.
I remember
You've
that.
got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
I do remember reading about that. Damn it!
Inquisitor! Come, have a drink.
Oh yeah, definitely same Inquisitor as last time. She's got the
To
outfit on that
killing a
Crystal
high
likes.
dragon like warriors of legend.
What exactly am I supposed to be drinking?
Maras lok.
And what does that mean?
It means drink.
She's like, what the hell? What the hell?
I know, right? Put some chest on your chest. That little gurgle right before it spat fire. And that roar. What I wouldn't give to roar like that. The way the ground shook when it landed. The smell of the fires burning. Tarsidathan Halsam. You know, Kunari hold dragons sacred. Well, as much as we hold anything
That's why we
sacred.
kill them.
Here, your turn.
That thing you just said, you shouted it during the fight, too. What does it mean?
Oh, Tarsidathan Halsam. Closest translation would be, I will bring myself sexual pleasure later, while thinking about this with great respect.
You shouted that while it was breathing fire at us.
I know, right?
I find him super amusing, but he's a little over the top for me.
Yes, the second cup's easier. Most of the nerves in your throat are dead after the first one. Atashi, the glorious ones. That's our word for them. Atashi.
Why do you think the Gunari think of dragons that way?
Well, you know how we have horns. We kind of look more
Dragony.
dragony than most people. Maybe it's that. But a few of the Ben Hasrath have this crazy old theory. See, the Tamasrans control who we mate with.
That would be
They
awful.
breed us for jobs like you'd breed dogs or horses. What if they mixed in some dragon a long time ago? Maybe drinking the blood, maybe magic, I don't know. But something in that dragon we killed spoke to me.
But then why kill them? That's what I don't understand.
When you put it like that, I'm worried I killed one of your gods or something.
Nah, one of Tevinter's gods, maybe. They worship dragons, right? Kill the shit out of them all you like. Dragons are the embodiment of raw power. But it's all uncontrolled.
Yeah, there's one of the big
Savage.
downsides, Jambo. One of the big
They need to
downsides
be
of the Coon.
destroyed. Taming the wild. Order out of chaos. Have another drink.
Have another drink. Get shit-faced. Those cups. The cup's like this big for her head.
Nice. To dragons.
Not to
Defining
be
the biggest,
judgmental.
baddest things in the world and showing them that we're badder.
Anan.
All right, not to be hyper judgmental, but I'm kind of seeing why I don't ever pick Iron Bull. I like him. I like him, but I don't know.
Again. Come on. This is why the Coon doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
Oh, that's going to piss her off.
Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Gunari training exercise to master your fear. Been a while since I needed it, but that nightmare demon was... big.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Kunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
That nightmare wanted to tear you in half.
Not a chance. Piece
of fade, piece of crap.
And who killed you? That's right. Iron fucking Bull.
I always find that line amusing if you didn't have Iron Bull with
I
you.
needed that. Thanks, boss.
Yeah, no.
Didn't know you liked it that rough.
Only from you, boss. Only from you.
Now a full.
Good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
You said we
Exactly,
should go get
Christy.
some drinks and meet your company.
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun.
Crystal, I choose Iron Bull. I'm in the mood for a funny romance. He's not my first choice, but I do enjoy him. I have not romanced Iron Bull.
Ah, good.
I don't think he'd be
We're
my
not
type.
drinking alone.
I don't know.
How you doing, creme de la
Still
creme?
absorbing all of
Your
this.
worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Do you prefer Creme or Cremisius?
Crem's faster. The chief's nicknames usually end up sticking.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, Chief?
He
Or do they
does
just
have the
run around
funniest
binding their
romance
breasts
scene.
like
That's
that?
true, but it's not
It's
funny
a
because it's
harness,
romantic. It's funny because
Krem.
it's just funny.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. We could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Your pillowy man bosoms.
Who are the
Yeah.
others?
A lot of the Chargers went looking off for
It's
stronger
funny.
drinks. Let's see, who's left? We've got Rocky.
I'm just gonna say I'm sure I'm gonna come off sounding like a complete prude when I say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Every time I play this game and I'm not romancing Bull, I think he's really funny. I really like Bull, and I do legit really like Bull. But watching this through the lens of somebody who's romancing him, is making me uncomfortable. And it makes me feel I mean, okay, so maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm a prude or I'm stuck in the mud or whatever, but I would not want to be in a romance with somebody who is so into violence that one of the ways he gets off is by having you beat the shit out of him. That just wouldn't be my thing. So I think it's interesting to watch this strictly through the lens of a person who's romancing him, because I really like the character. Cookie, I started playing as a Kunari mage and I did this romance. Did you like it? Jambo, we all have our limits. Jennifer Hale voices Krem. I can't unhear her voice as Shep now. Oh, that's an interesting point.
And Skinner there. And over there are Stitches, Dalish,
Yes, Crystal. That's why it's nice that they have all
and
different types of
Grim.
people.
Crazy bunch of
'Cause
assholes.
I get to come on stream
but
and
they're
advertise that
mine.
I'm a prude.
Were you born on the surface or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also,
I do like Krem.
accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also
A
working on my
sapper
own
must
version
be
of
a
Kunari
demolitions
black powder.
expert.
I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Thank you, Crystal.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage.
You know I'm not
That
a
makes me an
mage.
apostate.
You
She
carry
sounds like a character
staff,
from Monty
Dalish.
Python.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
She's an elf.
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Dalish doesn't get enough screen time.
So, how'd you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or chieftain, something like that.
You've got a good company, Bull.
Ah, we do all right.
I do love how loyal they are to each other.
Unless you know what's happened with the cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team. Man, those serving girls are frisky.
Can you
This is
tell
the
me
part
more
of Bull
about
that I think is
Saharan?
hilarious.
It was a damn ugly place. Only getting uglier when I left. Between the Fog Warriors, the Talva Shoth, my people, and the Vince. You were lucky to go a day without blood. What do you want to know?
What were the Fog Warriors like?
They were the worst of the rebels. They trained for stealth attacks. They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog would roll in, and before I knew it, half my squad
About
dead
to say,
without
that
a
fog
sound.
rolls in, you know there's about to be a massacre.
It almost sounds like you admire them.
They didn't use poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that. Plus, They hit the Vince as hard as they hit us. Hearing some terrified Magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
I bet.
Tell me about the Talvishoth.
When Canary can't handle the fighting in Saharan or lose faith in the Qun, they go rogue. They flee into the wilderness and turn into bandits, attacking everyone. They're vicious, savage. You look at them and you can see why my people needed the Qun to stay civilized.
Yeah, but that's a self-fulfilling prophecy,
that
though,
what you
because
did
of
then?
course they can't live without the structure
Hey,
now.
When I burned out, I didn't go rogue. I reported in and went where the Ben Hasrath sent me. I'm doing my job, serving the Qun out here. I'm not some bandit. I am nothing like them.
Tell me about the Tevinter people you
Hit a
fought.
sore point.
The Vince send forces to Saharan every autumn. Guess they didn't like the
Heartbreaker.
summer heat.
I think for
We had
this
some good
romance,
fights
there's a
on the
nice twist in the
beaches,
DLC
standing
depending on your
knee-high
choices
water,
earlier
foaming red
earlier
with
game.
blood. Ships on fire around us. The cities were worse.
You mean in
Free bit of
Trespasser?
advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
I mean, there's no
Why do you
question.
hate
Bull is
Tevinter
a good
forces
he's
so
a good
much?
man.
What makes them so bad?
He's
It's
loyal.
not their armies. It's their spies. They bloodied Saharan year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels.
He's
Alam
very
had
he
no
is very
city
loyal and he's
administrator.
very protective. And
Nobody would
some of this
accept the
stuff in
position.
early
The
on
last
is
four who
probably
held it
somewhat
died inside a
posturing
year.
because he's like
Trying
an
to conquer a
overly
country
macho.
is one
That's his
thing.
whole thing.
Making it so nobody can live there, that just
Oh, I
screws
think he can be
everyone.
extremely loyal. Totally.
What are things like for the natives of Saharan?
I remember one guy. He made these things, fish wrapped in thin bread. Nice guy. Talk to him every morning.
Well, that would
So,
be interesting.
One time
Crystal.
I'm asking about his
It was
bad
Fenris's
back.
owner, and that
I
was
see he's
Fenris
nervous,
escaping.
Trying to tell me something with his eyes.
It's all
Next
tied
thing
up
I know,
together.
his assistants draw knives and come at my team. The rebels had forced him to poison my food.
And then?
I'd seen how nervous he was, so I hadn't eaten anything. A couple of my guys weren't so lucky. We killed the rebels. I lost 2 men to the poison, another to knife wounds. My friend who made the fish wraps died with a knife in his throat. Close quarters fight. He was caught in the middle. That is what things are like for the natives of Saharan.
Ugh.
See you later, Bull.
Close quarters
Nice
fighting.
talking with you
The
both.
worst.
Hey, that elven redhead who makes the buns in the kitchen. Is she available? Because I'm getting signals.
I'd like to hear more about the
Every
charges.
single time.
Always happy to talk about my guys. What do you want to know?
How did you start the group?
It's easy to make a name for yourself as a merc when you're a head taller than most folks. I spent a year or 2 working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. The best folks in the Bleeders agreed with me, so we split off.
I imagine Fisher disagreed.
I imagine so.
He came at me. I snapped his sword in half, and we talked things out over drinks.
What are the craziest jobs you've ever taken?
Besides this one, there's a lot of violence between the nobles here, but that's standard work. The fun stuff is when they party. They always want to impress each other, and that means getting something shiny. We've hunted wyverns, fought through caves to find some old magical crap.
I'm gonna
Even
look for
when
that,
giant
Crystal.
baiting once.
What's giant baiting?
So this old guy, Comte Van Chess, has some kind of a pageant planned. But he needs a giant, which is off in some damn cave. He's got some kind of rare charm to control the giant, but no way he's going into that cave himself. So we go in, kill some spiders, find the giant, and wake it up. It attacks us because, of course, it does. And we let the big bastard chase us outside where Van Chess is waiting.
That would be interesting
That was
work.
actually your plan, to let a giant chase you.
Yeah, we had to stay out of reach, but close enough that it wouldn't give up. It was tricky. Good news is the giants are slow. Long as my guys ahead could clear out the spiders, we were fine. Bad news is the giant spiderwebs slow you down a bit more than you think.
Ugh.
But at least Comte Van Chess got his giant for the pageant.
Turned out that charm was a phony.
Oh!
The giant ate the poor guy alive. It's okay, though. We still got paid.
You have people from plenty of different backgrounds in your group.
Yes, well, when you're in Orlais and you look like me, you can't be picky about who
Aw.
you take in. A lot of them got turned away from other companies that didn't want a knife here, or a crazy dwarf. Their loss. You get my back in a fight and carry your own weight, you're good with me.
That's how it should be.
I'd like to know more about Krem.
He's a good soldier, and a better second in command. The troops need someone to complain to when I'm being a hard-ass. He's good for that.
You don't have a problem with him being from Tevinter?
Nah.
But you hate the Vince.
You hate
Sure,
the Vince.
but he's not a Vint. He's just Krem. I can get worked up about a group or a nation just fine, but people... It's too much work to hate them one by one.
You don't have any problems with him being a woman?
He's not a woman. Look, I've got horns, you've got pointy ears, and those freaky big elf eyes. We're probably not the best people to go around deciding what's normal. Krem's a good man. I don't give a nug's ass that it's a little harder for him to piss standing up.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss. Ah! Come on, Krem. I'm working my ass off trying to get you to see that move.
You still got plenty of arse left, Chief. Your worship.
Glad you came by. I got a letter from my contacts in the Ben Hasrath. Already verified it with Red.
Do you want to discuss this alone?
Not like I was hiding it from my boys. Besides, right now, I need to hit something.
I need to hit
You know
something.
they've got training dummies, Chief.
The training dummy might actually defend itself against the shield.
Ha ha ha!
Anyway, the Ben Hasrath letter.
What did the letter say?
The Ben Hasrath have been reading my reports. They don't like Corypheus or his Venatori. And they really don't like Red Lyrium.
Okay, no surprise.
They're ready
no
to
surprise.
work with us. With you, boss. The Qunari and the Inquisition, joining forces.
That could be a powerful alliance.
My people have never made a full-blown alliance with a foreign power before. This would be a big step.
But can
They
you
found a
trust the
massive Red
Qunari?
Lyrium shipping
Can you
operation
trust
out on
them?
the coast.
They wanted us to hit it together. Talked about bringing in one of their dreadnoughts. Always wanted to see one of those big warships in action.
Did you see that? Go get some water.
I love the way he
They're
talks
worried
to
about
his
tipping
people,
the
though.
smugglers, so no army. My chargers, you, maybe some backup.
What does this alliance really get us?
They wouldn't use the word alliance if they didn't mean it. Naval power. More Ben Hasrath reports. Qunari soldiers pointed at the Venatori. It could do a lot of good.
You don't seem entirely happy about this.
No, I'm good. It's... I'm used to them being over there. It's been a while.
In other words, I'm starting to question the
I
system
thought the Qunari
I
wanted to
live in.
extend their reach to the whole world.
Yeah. Just didn't think I'd see it. Look.
Yes,
the
I agree,
Qun answers
Crystal.
a lot
I
of
like the
questions.
interactions between
it's
them,
a good
too.
life for a lot of people. But it's a big change.
I love how Krem
And a
talks
lot of
back to
folks here
Iron Bull all the
wouldn't do so
time.
well under that kind of life. I guess it's not like we're converting. This is just us joining forces against Corypheus. On that front, I think we're good.
I think the Inquisition could use some help from the Qunari.
Good. I'll pass on word to Cullen and Red. We can set up the meeting whenever you're ready.
Good to see you again, Hisrad.
Gat!
Last
I
remember
heard you
this
were still
scene?
in
Remember the
Sahara.
first time you played
They
this
finally
scene?
decided I'd calmed down enough to go back into the world.
Boss, this is Gat. We work together in Saharan.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Inquisitor. Hisrad's reports say you're doing good work.
Well, I don't like Gat either,
Iron
but
Bull's name is Hisrad.
Under the Qun, we use titles, not names.
My title was Hisra.
yeah, I would
because
not
I
live
was
under
assigned
any
to
system
secret
that
work.
dehumanizes
You
you.
can translate it as Keeper of Illusions or...
Liar.
Depersons you.
It means liar.
Well, you don't have to say it like that.
I look forward to working
Oh, look
together.
look at the armor they've
Hopefully
got
this will
Bull
help
in.
both our peoples. Tevinter is dangerous enough without the influence of this Venatori cult. If this new form of lyrium helps them seize power in Tevinter, the war with Kunandar could get worse.
With this stuff, the Vince could make their slaves into an army of magical freaks. We could lose Saharan and see a giant Tevinter army come
Yes,
marching
that's
back
true.
down here.
But he
The Ben
tells you off the
Hasrath
bat that
agree.
he's a spy. I mean,
That's
he's
why
pretty
we're
upfront
here.
about it.
Our dreadnought is safely out of view and out of range
He
of
does
any
tell
Venatori
you, I
mages
will
on
be
shore.
watching things and
We'll
I will
need
be
to
sending
eliminate the
reports back
Venatori,
to
then signal the dreadnought
the Ben
so it can
Hasrath.
come in and take out
So
the
he's pretty
smuggler
upfront
ship.
with you about it.
There might be Venatori mages on the ship as well, if the dreadnought can't handle them.
It's unlikely there'll be more than 2 or 3 mages on the ship, and they'll be dead by the 3rd shot. On land, though, a half-dozen Venatori attacking the dreadnought from cover could do some serious damage.
If it's dangerous for the dreadnought close to shore, why not attack
It
when
looks
the smugglers
similar to
reach
some
open
armor that
water?
I've made, but it's
Any
like
decent
color
smuggling
schemes are
ship
different.
can outrun a dreadnought on open water. We need to catch them close to shore.
I could have crushed any Venatori resistance with the Inquisition's main forces. Why not use them?
Because then the Venatori would have seen you coming and run. They'd schedule a new shipment for later, and our spies might not know when or where. This is risky, yes, but it's our best chance to destroy the shipping operation permanently.
What do you think, Bull?
Don't know. I've never liked covering a dreadnought run. Too many ways for crap to go wrong. If our scouts underestimate enemy numbers, we're dead. If we can't lock down the Venatori mages, the ship is dead. It's risky.
Riskier than letting Red Lyrium into Minrathos?
Let's go hold up our end of this bargain, then.
My agent suggested 2 possible locations the Venatori may be camped to guard the shore. There, and there.
There
We
and
need
there.
to split up and hit both at once.
I'll come with you, boss. Krim can lead the charges. Let me fill him in. Come by when you're ready to move. Once they're down, send up your signal. That'll let the dreadnought know it's safe to come in.
Understood, Chief.
Remember, you're gonna want a volley to start, but don't get suckered into fighting
Yeah,
at range.
the whole
They've got
Kunari
mages.
system just gives me the
It's all right.
heebie-jeebies
We've got a
totally.
mage of our
I would
own.
never join a system
I'm
that...
not a mage.
Yeah. I'm
Get
not
him
a
close and take
mage,
their
I'm an
enchanter down
archer!
before he takes over the battlefield.
He'll be dead before he knows it.
Just pay attention, all right? The Vince want this Red Lyrium shipment bad.
Yes, I know. Thanks,
Thanks,
Mother.
Mother.
Kunari don't have mothers, remember?
We'll be fine, Chief.
All right, Chargers. Horns up!
Horns up!
Ready whenever you are, boss.
Horns up.
I'm ready to head out, Bull.
Right. Chargers, hit 'em hard
Horns
and hit 'em
up,
fast.
people!
When this is over, drinks are on me.
You got it, Chief. Charges, double time. Let's move!
We're clear, Gat.
Right. Signaling the dreadnought.
Chargers already sent theirs up. See 'em down there?
Here it is, the big decision.
I knew you gave them the easier job.
There's the dreadnought. That brings back memories.
Okay, I agree, Cookie. The Coon sucks, but Bull is awesome, but I think the Coon sucks.
Nice one. Crap.
Crap. My people are in trouble. I wonder what decision this person's gonna make. Well, they have to save them.
The Chargers can't stand against that kind of force.
No, they can't.
Your men need to hold that position, Bull.
They do that. They're dead.
Oh, shut up,
And
Gat.
if they don't, the Venatori retake it and the dreadnought is dead. You'd be throwing away an alliance between the Inquisition and the Canary. You'd be declaring yourself Talvashoth.
I'd
With
be
all
like,
you've given
shut
the
up,
Inquisition,
you!
half the Ben Hasrath think you've betrayed us already. I stood up for you, Hisrad. I told them you would never become Talvashoth.
They're my men.
I know, but you need to do what's right, Hisrad. For this alliance, and for the Qun.
Call the retreat.
Don't!
Don't do it!
They're falling back.
It's so fast. It unfolds so fast.
All these years, Hisrad, and you throw away all that you are. For what? For this? For them?
All right, Snotty.
We can make this up to your people.
No.
You can't.
Get out of range. Won't be long now.
Bull, when the dreadnought sinks,
Sinks? Canary dreadnoughts don't sink.
They don't sink. Well, that'd be something to see, though, wouldn't it?
Come on. Let's get back to my boys.
Well, that's one of the big moments right there. Bull's entire life has just changed. Went from posing as a Talvashoth to being a Talvashoth. Fucking God, this is a long head.
Hey, boss.
Inquisitor, it is my duty to inform you that there will be no alliance between our peoples. Nor will you be receiving any more Ben Hasrath reports from your Talvishoth ally.
You under orders to kill me, Gat?
No. The Ben Hasrath
Thank
have
you,
already
Crystal.
lost one good man. They'd rather not lose two.
Go away, Gat.
So much for that.
you all right, Bull?
Yeah. Guess I'll have more free time.
Now look, he
without
doesn't
having to
like
write
being
all
asked.
those
He disapproves. He doesn't like being
Oh,
asked how he's feeling about
boss.
anything.
Let me have this one, all right? This one needs to be mine.
Okay, I
You're
respect that.
late.
Sorry, Chief. Still sore from fighting off all those vents. Good to see you, Inquisitor.
That fight against the Venatori was a bit dicey.
We knew that you and the Chief had our backs, Your Worship. Chief's even breaking open a cask of chastened sackmead for the charges tonight.
Damn it, Krem. That's the kind of thing you don't have to mention to the Inquisitor.
Sorry, Chief.
Forget it. You're doing fine.
He's like a proud dad.
You wanted to see me? Bull!
I got it! Yeah, my soul's dust. Yours is scattered all over the ground, though, so...
It kind of makes me laugh. This
I thought I
huge
might
guy,
be
and
back.
she runs up like she's
Guess
going to
I'm
save
not even
him.
worth sending professionals for.
You knew the assassins were coming?
Little change in the guard rotation tipped me off.
Oh, Christy, that would be weird.
Are
I've
you
never
all
done
right?
that. That would be really
Fine.
weird.
Hurt myself worse than this fooling around in bed.
What if they used poison?
Oh, they definitely used poison. Sarcomec, liquid form. If I hadn't been dosing myself with the antidote, I'd be going crazy and puking my guts up right now. As it is, it stings like shit. But that's about it.
Yeah, I've never let the Chargers
Are
die.
you interested in getting some payback?
Can't do it!
Against who? The entire Ben Hasrath? Besides, this wasn't serious. Sending two guys with blades against me? That's not a hit. That's a formality. Just making it clear that I'm Talvashoth.
Talva
fucking
fucking
Shoth.
Shoth.
You acted like a Talvishoth for years. That didn't change you. Neither does this.
That was just a role. This is my life. As one of those. I've killed hundreds of Talvishoth in Saharan. Bandits, murderers, bastards who turned their back on the Qun. And now I'm one of them.
Bullshit. You're a good man.
I like that. Screw
Without
that.
the Qun to live by.
Hey, you're a good man. If the Ben Hasrath don't see that, it's their loss.
Thanks, boss.
That's right.
Anyway, I'll get this cleaned up and let Red know what happened. Boss, whatever I miss, whatever I regret, this is where I want to be. Whenever you need an ass kicked, the Iron Bull is with you.
All right, that's kind of hot. See if I can advance past these blank spaces.
So, listen, I've caught the hints. I get what you're saying. You want to ride the bull. Can't say I blame you, but
I'm not sure you know what you're
Can't
asking.
say I blame you.
Not sure if you're ready for it.
Oh, I'm ready for it.
Considering she's
See, you
a
say
third
that,
of his size.
but you really don't know what that means.
So why don't you show me?
Last chance.
A little slower and a lot harder.
The leather.
Is the Inquisitor inside? I have some information that maybe...
No. Let her rest.
Oh, she needs a rest. Go away. Liliana's like, what?
I can't understand how those women in the kitchen can be awake so early after the night we had.
I'd like to talk in private.
All right.
You romance him as a
boss?
dwarf. That would be funny.
We need to talk about what happened between us.
Oh, that. Sure. What's on your mind?
Look, he's so casual. Oh, Liliana definitely knows.
You are, and I'd like you on the rest of me too.
I thought I read you right. Ben Hasrath training, remember? Grew up learning to manipulate people.
Okay, that
When it's
was
a hostile
not
target,
that was not the
you
right
give them
response.
what they want. But when it's someone you care about, you give them what they need.
I have a need.
And I can meet that need. But first, ground rules, just so everyone's clear. I will never hurt you without your permission. You will always be safe. If you're ever uncomfortable, if you ever want me to stop, you say "Kato," and it's over. No questions asked.
That's hilarious, Heartbreaker.
That
Caitlin.
sounds reasonable.
You don't need to be afraid.
Yeah, dwarf probably comes up to his thigh.
Unless you want to.
Take me.
Can do.
That was schmaltzy.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to talk about you and me.
Sure, boss. What's up?
Well, I would say, first of all, stop calling me boss.
So what is this? What are we doing?
That's up to you, boss. If you want it light and casual, that's fine with me.
How do Kunari show that they're serious about a relationship?
It was cheesy.
They don't.
Take me.
We don't have sex for love. But for someone we really care about, there is an old tradition. You find a dragon's tooth, break it in half, and you each wear a piece. Then, no matter how far apart life takes you, you're always together.
That's kind of romantic.
Do you have some free time?
For you, always. What can I do for
It would have been funny if they'd had her rubbing her butt
I have
afterwards.
something for you.
Really? Well, I think I've got something for you too. Come on, I'll go first.
There we go. No Inquisition. No war. Nothing outside this room. Just you and me.
How come none of those tattoos show when
do you
he's
wanna
wearing
talk
it just
about?
as rubber? Oh, okay.
Sorry to disturb your rest, Inquisitor, but our
Ah!
Maker.
Cullen, how's it going?
Is the Inquisitor awake? I thought perhaps we... Oh.
Can I help either of you with something?
I'm so sorry.
I cannot move my legs.
Is something the matter? Ah!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I love Cassandra's reaction.
So, I take it.
Do you see this?
She's the one who's been taking it.
Oh God, this is the funniest scene in the whole
I
game.
apologize for interrupting what I assume was a momentary diversion.
Nothing wrong with having a bit of fun.
Who wouldn't be a little curious?
It's the best scene in the whole game.
This was more than just a momentary
I love
diversion, and
the
Buller
I
intends
love
to continue.
what Cassandra
Is that a
says, the
problem?
way she reacts.
Not at all. A surprise, I'll admit. But not a problem.
She's so forthright about it too. After her initial
We'll leave you
surprise.
Yes. Do enjoy yourselves.
You okay, boss?
I believe we may have blinded poor Cullen.
Poor Cullen.
But since we have a moment,
What's that?
a dragon's tooth, split in two. So no matter how far apart life takes us, we're always together.
Oh, you are presuming a lot. What if he doesn't want to?
Not often people surprise me, Kadan.
Kadan.
Kadan. My heart.
Kadan.
Look, his hand is bigger than her head.
They ran out of that cheese dip, asked for more, and they gave me this look. The assholes. How you doing?
It's been a long day.
That's kind of true,
At least we got to the end of it alive. That's more than some can say. Cullen's giving orders now. We're
I
just
have
about
never
good
taken
here.
Iron Bull to this ball.
Come on. The
Does he
music's
not
finally
get
got
put
enough
in one
a
of
beat
those
to
red
dance to.
uniforms? He just refuses to wear it?
I'd love to.
Good. They're out of food.
He's so romantic. I can hardly stand it. Let's dance because they're out of
You know I've
food.
got no problem
At least
with
he's willing to
Orleans,
dance.
But Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
Oh, okay. I thought he would be in a
You've got a
uniform.
way with words, Bull.
I do what I can.
Maybe we can find some other uses for that mouth of yours.
Yeah. When is the next meal anyway? Orlesian food always leaves me hungry. So to kill Corypheus,
That's,
all we have
that's
to
a
do is
romantic
kill
man
his
right there.
dragon first. That's easy. We're good at killing shit. Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
It's been an honor, Bull.
Oh, don't get like that. This isn't goodbye. We're kicking
Any
this guy's
decorum went out
ass.
the window quite a while ago
I
with Iron
see.
Bull, so no.
What a novel result.
And look at you. All not dead.
Ooh.
Nice work, Kadan. That was the Tevinterest Vint in the history of all Vints. The original mold from which subsequent Vints were cast. And I got to help kick the shit out of him. Good times, boss. Good times.
There's no one I would have rather had at my side, Bull.
Same here. I got to kill another dragon and fight a Vint. Those poor bastards on the ground had demons. It's weird. I joined the Inquisition under orders from the Ben Hasrath and stayed because Corypheus was an asshole. Now that it's done, I've got no orders. For the first time in my life, I can go wherever I want.
Wouldn't that be crazy? He actually would have to decide, what does he believe?
know
Where
I'll
does he
find
want to
you the
go? What
best
does he want to do
fights.
next?
I know. Anyway, the only place I'm going tonight is back for more drinks. To us, being alive, and the bad guys not. Anan. Hey, Kadan. I know we talked, but you got a minute before you do your big thing.
For you, always.
Oh, are we at the very,
You've stood strong against everything.
pretty close?
Never flinched. You are the toughest, wisest, most beautiful person I've ever met, Kadan. And I can't tell you how proud I'm gonna be, watching you out there, addressing the whole Inquisition. With this big, old love bite on your neck.
That's funny.
You ass!
That's funny. Totally, Crystal. Totally
Worship,
understandable.
I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
Wait, what?
It's for his birthday.
Do Canari even have
Not
birthdays?
the love bite.
All right, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Actually, Andy, that's a
Come
really good
on.
point. It does explain.
time for
It
a
does say a
drink.
lot about why the Tevinter slaves go to the Coon.
You know, I've been asking around about new equipment. For us. There's a merchant in Valrio who sells these silver rods with little cuffs that work like stocks.
I prefer rope work myself. Knots are easier to adjust.
I
more
prefer
intimate.
rope work.
But if it's stocks you want, you're worth it. Maybe the merchant will throw in some clamps, too.
Clamps.
You know what, Bull? I really like hitting things.
I know, right? We have the best job.
Oh, the sneak.
It's good to see that the Veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the Veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the Fade.
The dwarf is like, I'm not carrying anything. This is a funny scene.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room by now, right? Ben Hasrath, remember?
I know all about it.
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief.
Oh, you guys. You got me.
Oh, you guys. I loved playing
Liliana told us
Trespasser.
about what happened
Did you
with
guys
your
all
hand.
play the
So this is
DLC?
it,
I hope
huh?
you did.
Whatever happens, I wouldn't trade the years we've had together for anything. I love you.
Love you too. Kadan.
But we cannot lose the Inquisition now. We stand on the brink of war with the Canari.
Yes, because this Solas provoked them in the first place.
The Inquisition did not cause this threat.
Well, my first playthrough
We
I didn't
informed
either
the
because it
summit of
wasn't
the
out yet.
danger.
The
but-
danger posed by Conari spies inside your organization.
Without our organization,
Ooh,
none of us would be
Cassandra.
here to complain.
Cassandra is the divine.
No one has forgotten what you have done. But Corypheus is 2 years dead.
How did you mess it up, Heartbreaker?
If the Inquisition is to continue, it must do so as a legitimate organization, not a glorified mercenary band.
Inquisitor.
You all know what this is? A writ. From Divine Justinia authorizing the formation of
They
the
need a
Inquisition.
table there so she can slap it down like Cassandra did.
We pledge to close the breach, find those responsible,
Oh, I've
and
only
restore
ever
order,
chosen
with or without
Cassandra.
anyone's approval. It wasn't a formally authorized treaty that saved Ferelden's people. It wasn't careful diplomacy that ended your inane civil war. It was never about the organization.
I hope you soften her up first, Christy. Because
It was
Liliana
about
can be pretty
people
harsh.
doing what was necessary. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have
Blap.
a world to save. Again. Effective immediately, the Inquisition is disbanded.
I did not disband it either. Did you guys disband it? No, I usually choose. Very interesting. I don't think I've ever disbanded. Okay, there he is. Yeah, I don't think I've ever, excuse me, disbanded. You know, they are missing a scene. The scene towards the very end with the fighting, when the Kunari come through. I know exactly what scenes you're talking about.
My agents have found nothing. With the Illuvians, he could be anywhere.
With the Inquisition officially disbanded, we have no army, no formal alliances.
We have what we truly need.
We will need to be careful.
How do they explain Cassandra standing there like that, though?
Who we are, how we work, our strengths and weaknesses.
Then
Right, that's what I was going to say, Heartbreaker. The scene is where Bull either betrays or doesn't betray the Inquisitor.
By any means necessary.
Interesting. Whew, hang on, I gotta turn this off. It's very loud. Well, I thought that was interesting. But yeah, I think they're missing some scenes with Bull at the end of Trespasser where he can betray the Inquisitor or not, depending on what he chooses to do. But in terms of softening Liliana, I don't know, because I almost always choose Cassandra. But I think Liliana wants it a little bit too much, and it's the same with kind of like my view to Mass Effect. Anybody who wants that kind of power makes me nervous. So Liliana, I think, wants to be divine, whereas Cassandra views it as a job that she'll do if she has to, and she'll do the best job she can. And I don't remember how to soften Liliana up, but I do know and have read many times that if Liliana is to make a good divine, like not... Liliana unsoftened can be pretty harsh. Oh, I didn't know they almost get engaged. Yeah, I don't remember what the three choices are because I've only done them once. I always go for Cassandra as the divine. I don't know why, really. Because she doesn't want it as much, and I think she's devoted to doing a good job because she thinks it's the right thing to do, rather than listing all the changes and things she can make. Like Liliana immediately goes into this thing, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I think this is important, I'm going to do this. It makes me nervous. Yeah, don't let her kill the scout in Haven. Tell her the men aren't expendable, and don't let her kill the person on a personal quest. Oh, that's right. The sister. Oh, God, I'm going to burp. The sister. I always let her kill that person. But then I'm not trying to get Liliana as divine either. I think there are things she wants to do, but probably can only do as the divine, i.e. free the mages. I think that's exactly right. But it makes me nervous, though, that because she has a whole agenda of stuff that she wants to get done. And I think unless you soften her, I think if you soften her, it's not so much of a concern. But if you don't soften her, I think she turns out to be pretty harsh divine. You prefer Cassandra, but you don't always get her. I let the games choose by the choices I made throughout the game. I have done that usually, but after you've played the game enough times, you start to kind of figure out which choices you need to make, you know? Bye, Jambo. I may have missed saying goodbye to you, but yeah, I'll be wrapping the stream up a couple minutes anyway. This stream is a little shorter than the last one because the romance scenes, the whole thing was a little bit shorter. But no, it was fun. Even despite the little technical challenges in the beginning, I had fun with it. Did you guys have fun with it? I think it's really interesting to watch romances that aren't ones I've never done. I've never ridden the bull. And I thought that was pretty good. So I have to figure out who I'm going to do next for this romance series. And then we have some horror games next month. And I'm doing a playthrough of Plague Tale, which I'll do as a premiere so we can watch it together as a stream. I thought that would be kind of fun. I haven't done one of those before. I'll do a couple of hours worth of playthrough and then I'll premiere it and I'll watch the stream with you. And we can talk about Plague Tale because the Plague Tale Requiem is coming out next month. Actually, Crystal, I totally like this format because it allows me to focus on the stream. Yeah, I like it better. So I think what I'll do with this Let's Play I'm going to do of a Plague Tale is I'll do the gameplay and I'll make it a Let's Play, but I'll upload it as a stream and then we can watch it together. Because I think it's fun. But if you have other ideas for stuff for me to do with live streams, reacting to this or that or whatever, let me know. I think it would be really fun. I mean, I don't know who wants to watch, a middle-aged lady react to, whatever in gaming, but if you think of something, tell me, and I'm game. I like being able to talk to everybody. It allows me to kind of focus on the stream a little bit more rather than trying to play the game, usually poorly, and then also talk to people. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. But I had a good time today. So today is Thursday, so the next stream will be next Tuesday. And I'll figure out what I'm doing for next Tuesday's stream, and I'll put it up on the Discord, which you are invited to join if you haven't joined it yet, and I'll put it up on the community page on my page. I hope you guys had a good time. All the bad endings starting from Origins through Inquisition could be a thing. Actually, that could be interesting. I have always striven to not get the bad endings, but that could be fun. Let me write that down because it's just like doing the Renegade playthrough for Mass Effect, which I need to do a Renegade playthrough, and I need you guys to help me do the Planet Renegade playthrough because it doesn't come naturally to me to pick the asshole choices. I'm not a natural asshole, so I need the assholes in the audience to help me pick the right asshole choices. Yeah, Mass Effect where everyone dies. Bad Mass Effect choices. And then all the bad endings. From Dragon Age. To me, I love it. It's almost like I keep saying, it's like a book club. There's a lot of reasons. I can't imagine you feel singled out. I didn't call you an asshole, Shar. Everybody's an asshole sometimes. Just depends on the topic, right? I know. I mean, I've been an asshole sometimes too. So. That's funny. All right, you guys. I'm gonna head out. It's only 12:30. It's only an hour and a half stream today. Oh well. It was fun. If you have a specific romance idea for Tuesday's stream, let me know. Otherwise, I'll figure it out myself. It's going to be a Mass Effect romance, though, because I'm trying to kind of alternate between the two. And then I'm also going to schedule the Plague Tale one because I'm just started the playthrough of that. I'm going to record it, do it as a premiere. We can talk about it. And yeah, I'll put together some of these bad endings type things. That would be really fun. I'll have to run them, put them together as clips, and then we'll talk about them. Okay. Yeah, Trainer's a good one. Maybe I'll do Trainer. I don't even know anything about that romance. Okay. I'm talking too much. Have a great afternoon, you guys. Thanks for watching. I had fun. Have a good rest of the day. Bye.